Hello everyone, Caleodnia Firefighter number 434 here with another video. Today we're going to be taking a quick walk around Caleodnia's rescue truck number 119. Start in the front, work our way around, past Mr. Driver's compartment. And let's take a look inside the passenger compartment. Once again, this is our air packs, 2 guys facing backwards, 2 guys facing forwards. And the red bags are their air masks. We have some extra lights up there. And that's pretty much it. It's a little bit cramped because right here is that Mr. Engine. This is the engine cover of the compartment. So the engine block's right there. But oh well. And see on the bottom compartment here, next one just behind, 10 extra air bottles. Back here, positive pressure fan. Rope. This is a big rope bag in here. Yes, this is pulleys and winches. That's for if we need to go either pull somebody out of something or say if they went down a steep embankment. We have a bunch of ropes and rescue equipment for that up here on the top shelf. Back underneath here, I have a circular saw. It's gasoline and other parts. And here, actually, in the big orange one, that's actually another saw. This part, let's see, up in here, this silver thing. Actually, there's our Stokes basket is up in here. Let's open that up real quick. Drop that down. And there's the Stokes basket, along with a white backboard. And here, 2 Pelican lights for scene lighting. And right here, so long 4 rows of bottles of, what's these, either water or CO2 chemicals, and also there's one big one here which is for CO2 fire extinguishers. Now, like I showed you before, in the front there were 10 extra air bottles, because back here, this bad boy right here, this is our air bottle filling station on this truck. There's 4 air tanks in the back of this thing. And if we're at a fire, and obviously the packs up front, if they get used, usually we have to change them out for the firefighter to keep going at least one more time in. So we use that. And then up here, in the back compartment, there's some extra tools. Let's see, Halligan bar and axe. There's a pickaxe right there for our roof work. Some hooks. And there's a big power generator, a red cable, and a black one. Also some because down here, just below it, tucked it in, are these bad boys. Pull this out. Now here, the first tool. Oh, there we go. Focus. Sorry for the technical difficulties here, but it doesn't want to focus tonight. This big part piece here, that is basically our spreader tool. Also might be known as the jaws of life, but that's usually for spreading in a motor vehicle accident. This thing with the brass ends, that's our ram piece. You see that there, that's for if you need to roll something up, it's like a dash. And this big thing here, next to it in between the two, is the big cutter. Also, that's also for cutting through cars or trucks or what have you, and a motor vehicle accident. So put that back in. That's the reason why 109 is considered our heavy rescue truck. There's a set of stairs here. Up top there's 4 bins which carry what we call cribbing. And same thing here, we have these 4 buckets. Are basically a speedy dry or kitty litter you might call it for clay. Let's see. Down below, power generator, an extra light, some more row cones. In the back, those are, let's see, I believe those are, one of them is in the, what we call a lifting bed, because if you see these 2 big tanks here in the back are used in conjunction with these. There's 4 hoses here, and there's all these big black things here. Those 2 on the top of protection, but each one of these things here with the handle, these are what we call our lift bags. And so if we need an NVA, say if one car had gotten, say, wedged underneath something heavier, and we need to lift that heavy object up, once we stabilize the car, we would use these lift bags, and we would lift the car just enough, probably hopefully to either pull out or hopefully extract somebody. Say if somebody was trapped inside a vehicle and we had to lift something up off of them, how do we do it? Now there's heavy. There are two different kinds. It's a light one, which I think is in one of these two bags here. And then those are the heavier lift bags. And then come back here to the other side. These big, long yellow things, they're rescue jacks. There's 4 of them in here. 2 on each side, I believe. At least 2 of them here. And those also lift stuff up. Again, more tools up here. And I probably should go to the other side for this next set of tools. Underneath is what I call, there's some plastic cribbing in the back, and then there's these wooden blocks. These are basically step cribbing. Because underneath here, which unfortunately I would open the door, but it does have a tendency to get stuck. But basically they're just, they look like 4x4 wooden blocks, and those are what we call auto cribbing. And basically, they just, if we can, we stuff them in a car, make sure it's, if we need to lift something up that way, just a little bit of time, we use the lift bags, lift the car up, then put the cribbing in so it stabilizes, and then we can lift up a little more, or put the cribbing down, or at least set the car back down the cribbing. So just if we needed just to hold it there for a while. So chains for the auto jacks, an extra ladder, more rope bags, 2 big negative pressure air fans, and up here on top, some life preservers and a throw bag for water rescue. Once again, come around to the passenger side, and of course the officer seat here. And I'm going to come around again real quick here because there's one thing I forgot to mention when I was walking around. Are these 4 big red things that kind of look like half moon crescent shaped. Let's pull this out real quick so you can see it a little better. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that piece on top, there's an auger. Now what this thing is, this was donated to the fire department I think at least 2 or 3 years ago. This is our grain bin rescue equipment. So if somebody, say, fell down to like one of those big grain silos that you might see out here in the country, you take these 4 pieces in, basically put them around in like a big tube, and then put the auger down in around the person, and then basically the auger would suck out all the grain. I can see, I don't know if you can see the chute there, and then hopefully this would start getting pushed down. Hopefully we'll get the person out because all the grain be sucked out around him. So there's that. So that basically concludes my quick little walk around of Caledonia's heavy rescue truck number 119. So thank you very much, folks. This is Caledonia Firefighter number 434 signing off.